Hello everyone, it's Alex. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I have just knocked something over. I have a video here of products that I've actually changed my mind about. I've done this a few times before on my channel of products that either have gone good for me or I've changed my mind and gone bad for them. And I have 4 products here that I've actually gone bad on. I've liked them. I've said that I've enjoyed them for years, and as you guys know, as you get older, your body changes, your skin changes, you get more wrinkles. You might get less wrinkles. I don't know, more pores, so on and so forth, texture and things. And some products that may have worked for you years ago may not work for you now. So that's what's been happening with these products. So I wanted to update you guys on them because I've made my decision. I think I'm sticking to it, and they will probably never see my collection or my makeup room ever again. So obviously these products I no longer have in my collection because either I've used them up or have decluttered them. So I am going to share with you guys pictures of the products that I am talking to you guys about. First and foremost is my beloved Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I am in shock that I'm even including this in this video, because I panned one last year, and that's when I came to the realization that this concealer no longer works for me. It used to in my early 20s, mid 20s, all the way up until I was getting close to my 30. And then as I panned one last year, I realized that it just doesn't work for me. And in the sense that after 4 hours, it just breaks down and creased on me, and it made my under eyes look like I was 20 years older than what I really was. It just made lines under my under eyes so pronounced, and lines that didn't even exist. They just settled into these weird, like when I would smile, it would like make all these lines up here. It was just so bad, so bad. So after 4 or 5 hours, it was it. Like I only used that concealer when I was panning it to film, and that was it, because I couldn't use it going out. I was so embarrassed to see my under eyes. I couldn't. If I was having a good time and laughing and cracking up, after that was said and done, you would see the separation under my eyes and you would see the lines. So I have come to realize that I just can't, it doesn't work for me. It just doesn't work for me. So unfortunately, that was the last one that I owned, and I will probably never purchase this again unless my skin changes again. But I don't know. I'll probably find something better. Who knows? So unfortunately, me and Maybelline Fit Me are officially divorcing. The second concealer that I never expected to have on this list is the NYX HD concealer. This concealer has more coverage than the Maybelline one, but the same thing happened with this one. It just did the same thing. And even worse is that this one brought less product. I realized I panned it faster. It didn't last long on me as far as the product itself, as the usage that I got out of it. It just wasn't worth it for me. And it did the same thing. I've used beige. I remember it was like number 4, I think it is. I've used so many of these as well over the past years. I loved it. It had great coverage under the eye. It would make my under eyes look nice. It's just my under eyes have changed, and it sucks because I still have been trying to find that concealer that really works well besides my MAC Pro Longwear. I want to find something else that's not so expensive, or in a glass bottle basically, and I still have yet to find something. So that is the second concealer that is officially divorcing and never seeing my collection again. Product number 3 is something that I discovered last year, and after buying a second bottle of it, I realized, you know what? This is not what I really want to use. And that is the Garnier Micellar Water. I know. I thought finally I had found something different that I was going to enjoy to use besides my Neutrogena oil-free eye makeup remover. Nope. That is my holy grail, and as much as I try to use something else, it doesn't work out. It doesn't happen. It doesn't work out. And the reason why I don't like it is for 2 main reasons. The first reason is if I wear false lashes, which I do almost on a weekly basis. Like I use false lashes at least 3 to 4 times a week, and it never ever takes off the glue off of my eyelids. Like I use the same lash glue. I've used it for years. So I know it's not my glue. The only thing that has changed is my makeup remover, and it doesn't take it off like the Neutrogena one. The Neutrogena one, they just glide right off. Like the glue just, no scrubbing, no yanking, no pulling. And with the Micellar one, I would have glue on my eyeballs for days. I'd be taking a walk and I would see like black dots in my lashes, and it's because I would have lash glue in my lashes, and I hated that. So that's the first reason, because it never really fully cleaned my eyes and it drives me insane. And the second reason is if I would put too much on my cotton round and then put it on my eyes, it would burn the crap out of my eyes. And I know a few of you had mentioned that the green one or the pink cap one did that to you. Well, the one that I used was the blue one, and it did the same thing. If you use too much of it, it's going to do that. If I use too much of my Neutrogena one, it never has done that. And let me tell you, the Neutrogena one, I use the Walmart brand and the Target brand, and they are still just as good. I actually prefer the Walmart one over the Target. I don't know why. There's something that I could tell that's a little bit different. So I prefer the Quate, which is the Walmart brand kind, if I'm going to choose a cheaper alternative. But all three of those never burned my eyes regardless, and this one did. So I think I had half of a bottle left of my second one. I just said, you know what, I'm just going to give that away and let somebody else use it, because it's too much struggle for me to use. And every time I would want to take off my makeup, I would dread it, because I knew it was going to burn my eyes, or I was going to sit there forever trying to get the lash glue off. So we have divorced. It was a very, very short marriage, but we divorced quickly. Last but not least is something that took me years to finally get to. And it's for one reason, and I think that now that I know this, I am not going to buy any of these that have this type in it. It's just not for me. And that's the Buxom lip glosses. I love their color ranges. I love Dolly. I love Celeste. Like, I've had almost all of them. The White Russian. Over the years, I've purchased all the sets that came with the little minis, and I used up 2 mini Dollies. I've enjoyed them. I've actually gotten friends onto these lip glosses, but I realized that over time, I just don't like that minty feeling on my lips. Like the Burt's Bees chapstick, Mr. Man loves those. He absolutely loves those. I don't like it, and I've realized it's that whole minty feeling, not the minty breath. That's not what I'm not liking. It's the minty feeling, because it makes me feel cold. It just makes me feel uncomfortably cold. Even in the summertime, I try to pan these in the summer to figure it out. Well, maybe in the summer it'll be, I still don't like them. I just don't like that minty feeling on my lip products. And if there is ever a point where I get to purchase lip products, and if I see something that says that it's minty, I'm not getting it. I'm just not getting it. It's not worth it. Even if it's the best formula on earth, it's not worth it. I went through my whole entire lip product collection, and anything that had a minty feeling to it, I got rid of. I just didn't want it. I know that it took me a few years to realize this. I just don't like it. I don't like it. So you will never ever see me have a Buxom lip gloss ever again on my channel, because I just don't like that mintiness. I just don't. It's just not my thing. So these are the 4 products that recently I've realized that just no longer work for me for one reason or another. It's not that these products are terrible, and I'm not saying you guys can't use them or you shouldn't be using them. They just did not work for me. I've realized that for one reason or another, they're just not for me. I would not say that these are terrible products. I still would recommend the 2 concealers for somebody who's in their 20s, who needs light coverage, who is on a budget. I still think they're good. They just don't work for me anymore at all. Same thing with the Buxom lip glosses. If you like that mintiness and you don't mind them, I think they're great. They're amazing. The color range is really nice, but it's the minty thing. The minty thing is what's getting to me. The Micellar Water, no. Nope, just get the Neutrogena thing, because I just don't like it. Unless you're not a lash glue user, then you might like it. But just don't use too much, because it'll burn your eyeballs. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will list these down in the description box, so if you guys want to check them out yourselves and read reviews or read about them, they might work for you, they may not work. I don't know. It's up to you to decide, but I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for always supporting me. I will catch you guys in my next video. And don't forget that a smile is the best makeup a girl can wear. Bye, guys.